Welcome back to part 3. Let's go ahead and get this started. As we see Blah going up top, and we're trying to see dicE hold the cram. We need to, I don't know about this, but Everett doing a good job trying to get out of the way. And so here we go. Mega Man at 74 and 10. So he has a 7.4. For every 7.4 kills he gets, he dies one time. So that's pretty amazing for this. He definitely is playing as if he had a chip on his shoulder, because it's just seemingly like he really cares about this particular game. Sorry for the slowdown a bit. I'm not too sure why it did slow down. So maybe it was all the I don't know, the madness in the game. I don't know, but just kind of deal with it. It should get better. Just I guess a lot of things are going on. Oh, and here we go. dicE losing flag at 14:02. Okay, so if they just held on for 58 more seconds, this game would have been in the bag, and maybe there would have been a part 4. But we'll see how it goes. Right now, they're just ship changing. I think dicE is just ship changing and getting some people in, getting some playing time. So we're going to see a couple other people. We did see a few others that don't normally play in LBs. But then right now with the 14-5 lead, it should be a pretty good, convincing win, in the next couple of minutes as dicE tries to push up. But right now, Trauma, definitely they have some trench wars, and this is a matchup that a lot of people have been talking about. Because EG is obviously a zone that's been based on basing for so long, and that's been, for example, the Trench Wars started out not as a basing league. Actually, Trench Wars, for some of you newbies, started out as a dueling league. Warbirds, 5-on-5 Warbirds was the first league Trench Wars ever had, and then the pub was basing, but that was not official by any means. Okay, so there weren't any leagues till maybe, I don't know, 2004, 2003, 5, I don't know, for the first LB league. It's been a while, can't recall. So anyhow, so everything's kind of, so for you youngins, yeah, so definitely you can always go to TWLB and then check out the map and see who the previous winners are. If you want to kind of know more about the history, know more about some of the players I talk about, and know why I call certain players certain names, or why I say certain players are like this, because it's a reputation they've earned throughout years of winning, or losing, or choking in the finals. One of the three. So mostly the third, but it's okay. But Everett's doing a good job. dicE is doing what they can. Here we go. Here's an opportunity to break in. Riff Raff trying to test the waters, but no avail. Gets pushed back, counter back. But you see Tabernacle, Cripple, and Mega breaking through, holding cram, and providing Everett for the chance to get through. And here we go. Looks like Trauma, there's nobody there. In fact, I think as of right now, I want to know, for those of you who don't know, the Merce sighting. It's a big thing going on right now on the forums. Definitely check out the forums if you don't know what I'm talking about. The controversy with Merce adding in and not being eligible, but it doesn't matter because it was still an exciting game. Trauma is coming back, and we'll see if they win. If they decide to win and take over, but if not, we'll make for a great game, because right now they're being more aggressive. Joe is holding. So what Blah needs to do right now is go forward a bit and really camp towards at least ahead of the flag. So when he drops everybody off, he drops them off ahead, and kind of. And the Spiders, OCB, they need to be able to kind of shoot up and down. Someone needs to be aggressive. Oh, there we go. Good job for Trauma. So Trauma doing what they can to really just try and claw the way back, because, and MVPs right now stating Cripple, Mega, and Jamal. Okay, so Cripple definitely, he sees MVP. He wants to get MVP. He's leading the over. Mega's been helping out with establishing the under. So you're seeing over and under, and you're seeing Jamal just kind of sneaking in there slowly with the MVP race. So good job to all three MVP candidates. Because, yeah, especially if you're playing under, because that's just for a majority of the game, a part of the game. That's really hard to do. So, good job to Mega Man for kind of like creating a path for others to follow with the under. Here we go. Oh, Joe's going up, and Tabernacle trying to follow, and Joe needs to die quick enough so he gets the respawn. But Tab going in, and right now out of position, Nit and OCB out of position. One good rep, and they can just easily blow right through, and that's what they're absolutely doing. Mega Man camping, trying to pick up M. And he does. Ephemeral dying to Mega Man, and Mega Man still staying alive, so they need to take out Mega right now, because Mega's just one of the people that kind of led the way, and he's on fire. So they need to focus down the players that are doing the most damage to Mega and Cripple. Get them out of the game as there we go. Rooster doing exactly that. They need to get them out of the game as much as possible. And every time you die, obviously you have to wait a couple seconds. So that's a lot of seconds out of the game. Anyhow, Everett doing a great job, just trying to be cautious about it to win. I would like to see it more aggressive, but right now, I mean, it is a 14-8.5 lead, so there's not too much going on. But Blah doing a good job. Oh, tries to sneak the Shark EMP. EMPs for those who don't know, stop energy. Like reproducing energy, so it's your flatline for a little bit. great time for spiders to get a couple shots. Instead of taking 4 shots, it will just take maybe 1 or 2 to kill you with EMP. You don't regenerate energy as fast. Actually, you don't for a period of time, depending on where you hit and how you're hit and how hard you hit. Everett is just doing what he can. So, oh, Everett getting picked out by the under spider. Everett getting taken OCB. Good job, OCB and Ephemeral. You know, they know that under is important, so they did. As under was did collapse, and they just went under and picked off the Terrier. So they're showing signs of life. And right now, you're seeing chat saying, you know, you're definitely seeing a lot of more support for the underdogs. You know, no one really expected Trauma to, in fact, make it this far. Okay. You know, much less get like a couple minutes off the defending champions. But it is only week, what, 3 or 4 early on, so week 4. So it's only week 4, and you know, there's still a lot of game time to play, so maybe not everyone's trying as hard. So we'll see what happens. And right now the shark line cannot hold, and dicE is pushing up. dicE will always break Trauma's cram, because Trauma's not experienced enough to know the cram. They don't have the right players yet. They are still a new squad and a new up-and-coming squad, so definitely maybe in a couple seasons I'm going to see them compete on a higher level. But for now, they are establishing themselves and, you know, making a good run and getting the experience they need to hang with, you know, like a championship caliber squad like dicE. Okay, so Everett going forward and Joe doing forward, battling the Sharks. They're seeing the pass, trying to do what he can, repping once, repping twice, burning his reps. Joe burning, dying, and Tab dying along. So right there, oh! And so Everett knows that, you know, without 2 Sharks, and if he's caught right there, he's gonna get owned. So Tigran trying to die as fast as he can, but again, you're seeing Everett always with an escape route because they have under. Look at the under. Look at the under. No under, and right now they're caught being pincer from both sides, and just like everybody's shooting it. Oh, Blah does smartly and gets out of the way, and gets lucky because the Sharks died before he warped, so he was without incoming rep support for quite some time. But good job for him going over, resecuring under, you know, resecuring under and dropping your spiders off safely, but in being aggressive. So he dropped them off safely up there, so they have, you know, pillar support, so they won't just get, you know, sprayed with, you know, tons of machine gun fire once you get dropped off. That's the worst. So, but right now, 15 more seconds for dicE. 15 seconds, dicE, for you to win. Come on, dicE. So, you know, I'm on dicE personally, so I want to see him win all the time. Pardon bias, but I will give props to players who decimate dicE, you know, and definitely like what happened with the first LJ. So check back with that if you want to see unbiased commentating. So Tigran going and Tabernac going top. He needs to die right now. They need to target Tabernac. That it cannot have him mine freely right there, because that's where they're all camping. So any rep right there, defensive rep from Trauma's team is, you know, it's going to cause some damage. It's going to cause. Oh, here we go, one again. Oh, luckily no strap hit any spiders, but OCB did a good job helping clear out Riff Raff. And Everett going. So Everett kind of probing, just kind of seeing right now. 14-11. Here's a comeback, and a lot of people are trying to get comeback. But right now, as for those of you guys who don't know, the reason why it's going for so long is because dicE is playing 7 versus 8. Okay, there's only 7 players up right now on the field for dicE, and there's 8 players for Trauma. So yeah, dicE has been playing 7 on 8 this entire time. It's been making for an exciting battle, and this is because I think Merce is out, because Merce is not rostered. And actually, oh, here we go. So all this time, so dicE wins the game 7 on 8. Good job for them, but you know, definitely there might be an appeal or some sort coming, but that's their controversy dealing with this right now. Everybody's in it. Check out the TW forums for a link. Check out the link below. I'm going to link you guys to the action, and that's another TWLB match, and this time it was TW's finest versus EG's finest, and I expect Trauma to get better. Blah did a great job. He's an up-and-coming terror. I expect to see get better per game, and Everett obviously an established star. So that's it for part 3. That's it for the game. Stay tuned for maybe an interview. I don't know if an interview is going to come up, but until then, FF out.